Welcome everyone to the Existential podcast. I'm your host, Jonas. I'm joined by my two co-hosts, Hunter and Jeremiah. Today we're going to be talking about mind uploading. How you guys doing?
Doing great right now, man. Doing good.
Doing fantastic.
All right, so mind uploading is exactly what it sounds like. Uploading your consciousness. In this scenario, is going to be to your computer or the internet. And today's scenario is going to be you're browsing the web as you normally would, and while browsing, you notice an ad for a device that has the ability to transfer your conscious from your flesh body to the internet. You click on the ad and buy the device. When it arrives, you rush to your computer, set it up, and plug it in. In your excitement, you begin the scanning and transfer of your conscious to the internet. When you arrive in the internet or on the internet, I don't know how to word that. What is going through your mind, and what is the first thing you're going to do?
Are we talking like you are now like you're no longer like your body's gone?
You are in the internet.
Like there's no going back.
We'll get to that.
Okay.
We'll get to that.
Damn. So first thing I'm thinking right now is what does it look like? Does it just look like how you would view things normally?
I didn't think that part through.
Congratulations.
We'll say that it's like how VR is. Like, you know how when we did the YouTube videos with the VR headset?
Yeah.
We'll say it's like that.
Okay. Shit. I don't know what the first thought I'm clicking on it. I don't know.
Google?
Google?
He said Pornhub.
It'll go one of your bookmarks, huh?
Yeah, right there. The quick button right there. Yeah.
I would try to test the waters, see I don't know, just kind of get my foot wet a little bit and see what I can and can't do, what's safe and not safe. Because I mean, I played Cyberpunk 2077 and they have this whole dark, pretty much like the dark web or the black wall, and it just fucking corrupts any technology it touches. And if you have a lot of cybernetics, you won't be able to control any of it, none of that stuff. So I would try to I don't know, first figure out a way to protect myself so I don't get corrupted or I don't get trapped or someone doesn't steal my information or shit like that. That'll be the first thing I would try to figure out, but that shit, I don't know.
Good.
Steal some Bitcoin or something. I don't know.
Yeah. I feel like maybe off instinct, probably the first thing I would do is YouTube because that's the only thing I'm doing on it, on the internet, YouTube. So I'd probably see what the experience is. Is it you're the camera now? I think I would try to figure out in what situation does can I interact with the environment in the video, or am I just
You're just watching.
it's just like I got the phone, but my face.
Yeah.
More
like a spectator.
Yeah, it would be like if you were there in person.
Okay.
So you would see, feel, smell.
Yeah, sure.
Anything in the video.
Yeah, sure. We can go with that. Yeah.
That'd be sick.
I'd probably play games first.
Ooh. COD, get shot.
I'll fucking hurt. Turn the pain sensitivity off.
Oh yeah, fucking turn it all the way up. Oh fuck. All right. So we're gonna say when you were surfing the web, you come across an article, aka Reddit, about the device and how no one should use it. Reading the article, you notice that unfortunately you did not read all of the warnings that said you will not be able to return to your flesh body as it is no longer capable of being a vessel of consciousness. What are you thinking, and are you questioning if this was a smart choice or not?
Absolutely.
Yeah, God.
Absolutely. I got.
Yeah, God.
Now we got to figure out how to get out of here. Now, first assumption is try to manipulate someone in the real world.
Oh yeah,
a robot or some shit so I can upload myself back into that robot.
You gotta catfish them.
Yeah, I gotta catfish them. Sexy Latina or something like that. From Brazil, ready to mingle. But then he'll make like a female robot or something like that.
I think there
They
was
don't try to fuck.
like a movie or a TV show on that. It was like you had to oh wait, no, it's an experiment. Is I don't remember where the hell it was, but it was that they made an AI that its goal was to convince the
Oh, yeah.
person playing the game or whatever to let them out of the computer.
That's wild.
Or the game or some shit like that. I think it was to let them out of the computer, even though there was no actual way to do it. They just had to convince the person like on the computer to let them out without explicitly telling them that they were an AI trying to escape.
Yeah, no, I think I'd do that. Try to find my way out and into some, because obviously you're not going to go back to a regular body. There's no shot. So you gotta become a robot. Again, right?
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm fucking committed, dude. I'm already in here. Fuck it. Let's just fucking peruse the internet, dude. We're staying here.
Well, you would think like if you were able to become the robot, you could probably just
transfer
go back and forth.
between the two.
Gotta hope nobody unplugs.
Like Rasputin
Get lost
and
right in
Destiny.
the USB-C.
Yeah. From Ultron.
No, yeah.
Like scourge the internet and like
become the eye of the sky.
Yeah.
You think the government would use you as like a spy?
Oh yeah.
They'll probably control you. Like, oh, he's too dangerous.
Oh yeah.
China would have at least 10K.
Oh yeah. Build more efficiently.
Yeah, bro. Exactly.
Yeah. What do you guys think about a VPN? Do you guys think it would be useful, or even work?
Like as
you were in the internet, like as you were.
Like, would a VPN work on us or us?
Like your on you. Like, say you went in, you uploaded your consciousness to the internet. Do you think using a VPN would be a smart thing to do, or do you think it would even do anything?
Like, would it protect your conscious? Is that what we're trying to ask?
Yeah, if you think a VPN would do that.
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
Because you're the source, and the VPN just
VPN just to tell you that you live somewhere else. But if someone was to, I don't know, hack you or some shit, figure out where you're at, well, they're not going to come up with anything because you are the internet now.
Yeah.
It would just come up with a bunch of fucking like zeros or question marks or some shit.
Yeah.
Or whatever the highest number is, 255, a shit ton of times.
Yeah.
Would you use an ad blocker?
Sure. Although I feel like you probably wouldn't.
If you're experiencing the ads, though, like, I don't know, it'll probably be like a different experience.
It would be.
You know, you're in a State Farm ad, and like some dude gets like a car dropped on his car shit. Flow comes in. That's the wrong person.
That's progressive.
Yeah, progressive. I was about to say, I think we're talking about progressive here.
No, I think I would use a like limiting ad blocker, like it limits what ads you can see. Because I think if you just let it like open free willy nilly, you would just be covered with ads. You wouldn't be able to do anything that you wanted to do.
Definitely catch a virus.
Yeah, pretty much.
Internet AIDS.
Yeah. Going into viruses, would you use an antivirus, and how do you think it would help?
I'm using that John McAfee right there.
I'm using Norton, which is already a fucking virus.
Yeah. Give me that John McAfee conspiracy theories. Give me that.
I don't know if I'd use one. I probably would.
That's crazy.
What?
He said, I'm using Windows Defender.
I use Windows Defender. I'm using stock. Nigga.
Unmodified.
I mean, I don't know. Like, I feel like even if you had all those things, eventually your shit would get exposed somehow. You know?
Oh, yeah.
You'd get corrupted eventually.
Yeah.
You're going to run into something that penetrates all your defenses eventually. I mean, I guess it will buy you time, so that's valuable, but
yeah, I see an antivirus like how locks are on houses. It's just to buy you more time.
Yeah.
Because criminals are going to do whatever.
Goddamn cat.
What do you think a virus would do to you?
I don't know. In Cyberpunk, it makes you like schizophrenic. They call them like what was
was it Cyber Psychos?
Yeah, Cyber
like
Psycho. Yeah, Psycho. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
one psych. Yeah, like Cyber Psychos, where they start seeing like I don't know.
It's practically like you're seeing shit like holographics in front of you just pop up and then pop around and
Yeah. Almost like an infinite like ad blocker. So you're trying to click a video and the fucking ad pops up, and you try to click out of it, and another one pops like makes you kind of go crazy. So maybe something like that, yeah, where you just like kind of lose yourself, you become crazy, start spiraling.
Yeah, it's like that purple panda or not panda, purple gorilla virus that just like always pops up. Like you hit X on something and then the fucking gorilla's like, "Oh, I'll help you," and then you go hit the X and then another one pops up. It just like infinitely spawns. Yeah, I'm pretty sure a virus would be able to like pretty much either turn you into a zombie, like what a virus normally does, which is it turns computers into zombies to spread the disease or the virus. So you wouldn't be able to do fucking anything. You'd just be pretty much brain dead in the internet, and the virus would take over. Like The Last of Us, like what Cordyceps says.
Yeah,
you'd be like a clicker.
Now you're part of the network.
Yeah, or it would just straight up kill you, like delete you off the fucking internet.
Yeah, for sure.
And then you're fucked. You're no longer existing.
Yeah.
Oh, side note, why do people make viruses like that? Like,
for money, control. Usually, what they do is they're sniffers. So, they'll create the virus. They'll send it via email or some shit, and you don't even have to open the actual like download link. You just have to open the email, like thing. Like, it comes up in your inbox, and you're like, "Oh, I wonder who this is from." And then you see like, "Oh, this is from definitely a spam thing." It's too late. They have already infected you. Then it goes through your files and then goes to some uploading thing. And then whenever you search something or you play an online game or some shit, it'll transmit that self. It will like activate and then go to other computers. And then once it hits its target amount of like zombies, what's called, it'll start like sniffing information, like passwords, like, credit card numbers, bank account numbers, all that shit. And it's just so they can either steal money or use it as control and sell it.
Yeah. Blackmail you or
other people for that matter. Yeah. Sell it on the deep web. Should be like, "Hey, I got this guy's information. What do you want for it?" These are his medical records. This is his social security, all that shit. And the problem is like nowadays with how advanced viruses are, the moment you're on the internet, it's too late. All your shit's already fucking sold. There's all these like privacy things like, "Oh, you need a VPN to be private." Nah, that doesn't work nowadays.
But then how come like all of us don't get hacked? You know, like how come or not hacked. How come all of us do like how come we don't just look in our bank account and it's just all zeros?
Because the banks have things to fucking control all that, like to detect it. Usually, that is. For some unlucky people, that's not the case. And for the most part, they just sell our information because we don't have the money they want. They're looking for millions and millions of dollars. We don't have millions of dollars. So they're just going to sell our information to people who do have millions of dollars, especially medical records.
So like the corporation.
Yeah. That's how we get ads and shit for stuff like, "Hey, check out my thing." Because somebody fucking sold your information to that company.
Or they're listening to you on your phone.
Yeah, that too. There's all kinds of shit.
Google.
You know what the craziest thing is? You'll be like laying in bed and you'll be thinking of something. You don't say it out loud and you've never said it out loud ever. Go on your phone and it fucking pops up. And you're like, "How the fuck did this pop up?" And all I was doing was thinking about it.
That's happened to you guys?
I've had that happen.
I've never had that.
Really?
I never really like tested. I never like checked.
I remember one time I think I had verbally talked to Jonas about a gun. I opened, I think it was like a random, I think it was like Amazon or something like that. It was like, or not Amazon, but it was like Safari. And I go on Google, first thing that popped up, I think it was like, we're talking about AR. And it was like Smith & Wesson. Like, we were talking about Smith & Wesson AR-15s. I'm like, no way.
Yeah, and you weren't even like near your shit. You were near my shit.
Yeah.
So it's like my phone heard you and then sent it to your phone.
Yep. It was weird.
Wild. Crazy shit. Tell us what they're gonna say about viruses. I had told fucking Jamie too. All of what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, other than stealing information and shit, and it like controlling you. I don't fucking remember. Anyways, if you were to play video games, would you play single player games, multiplayer games, or both?
I would definitely experiment.
I'd probably play both.
Yeah. Realistically.
Okay.
I think
Mario
it'd
Kart,
be fun. Yeah.
Rainbow Road. Have a mental breakdown.
You're
Why
like,
am I upside down?
like I'm in a seizure. No, in my head, the video games would be like, it's like first person, like you're like literally in the game, like you were coded as a thing in the game.
Straight up gone.
Donkey Kong.
Yeah, fucking Nintendo would find your ass banned. Gone.
Your console, your conscious banned.
Yeah, exactly. They ban your conscious. You're locked in Nintendo.
You're a
now.
jailbroken consciousness in the internet. I got all the games for free. If you were to die in video games or doing something else on the web, what do you think would happen?
If you die in the video game or doing something else on the
yeah,
web?
quotations there. In the word
like
die.
we're playing a game and I die?
We died in Minecraft.
Or like a first person game.
Called
Yeah, first person shooter or some shit, Battlefield. Yeah, Call of Duty, you get killed. What do you think happens?
I would probably feel the pain. I would assume, and then the fucking retry screen pops up or some shit. Like,
yeah, or you respawn.
Yeah, or you just respawn automatically. I don't.
Imagine you're doing military group on Battlefield 4.
Yeah, and that kid comes in and goes, "Oh,
we do skirmish
simulation crew.
We do skirmishes," and then I laugh in his face when he shoots me.
Yeah,
gone.
Or he bans you.
Yeah, shit.
Bans me. Nah, I think you would probably feel it. But like in the game, if respawns are a thing, I think you're gone.
Yeah. That was my thing. Is like FPS games that are multiplayer. I think you would just respawn, but like single player games, I think it would like take you out of the game and send you back to like where you had first uploaded your brain or your consciousness, like the origin point,
Right.
and you have to go back.
Why would that?
Why?
Yeah.
Fuck you. That's why. I don't know. Make it more realistic, as in, no, you fucked up. You know, like Geometry Dash, you die. You gotta go back to Geometry Dash. Keep doing it over. You die like 10,000 times.
I thought you said Geometry Giraffe. I was like,
yeah, giraffe.
I don't know what a cool question too would be like, how would like NPCs react to you? Like, you know, like if could you talk to them? Could you hold the conversation? Can you be in a cutscene and like move around, or is the game just gonna look at it as like, oh, it's bugging out?
Yeah, no.
And then possibly you soft lock yourself, and then what? You're fucked.
Oh fuck, yeah, that'd be crazy. I don't know, maybe.
Or hard lock yourself, like you can't do shit.
Yeah, you can't reset. You can't Alt F4. Yeah,
fall out of the map.
Yeah, you fall under the map.
Yeah, falling infinitely.
Son of a bitch.
You go to the back rooms.
Yeah, exactly.
That's fucked up.
Get stuck in the pool.
No, hell yeah.
I wouldn't do that game. I would not be in that game.
Fuck yeah. Well, yeah. What it would be is because the way the back rooms is like when you no clip out of reality. So if you're playing a game and you fall into the map, you're like, fuck, and then you go into the back rooms, just instantly puts you there.
It's like the underworld of the video games.
Yep. This shit's the underworld of everything, dude.
You fall into like the fucking that land with like all the houses. You gotta get in the house for the
fucking the babies or whatever, the kids, young kids.
Yeah.
You gotta drink your fucking almond milk and shit.
Yeah, that one
or that one that's fucking what is it called? Run or Die? I think it's called Run. Where you're in the hospital, the lights are red, and you're fucking running.
Oh my god, that one was
you
trash.
run from like the spider or whatever the fuck that thing is.
No shit.
That one and the one with the like the party rooms, the balloons.
Oh fuck yeah,
those
party goers.
That shit is fun.
Yeah.
Oh shit, yeah, you're sneaking around. You're like, I hope he doesn't hear me.
You're like, oh no.
Oh fuck. Shit, I'd probably stay in the pool rooms all day, dude. That'd be fun. Or the one with the rap.
When I got separated from you,
you got scared, huh?
Dude, I was like, I could hear my voice echoing. I'm like, huh?
Dude, I want to play that game. I want to play that in VR.
Yeah?
Fuck yeah. Shit.
You'll be able to, huh?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And you are in VR.
We should do it.
Fuck yeah. Talking about VR is, what do you think about VR? And is this kind of similar to VR? This the whole what did she get?
Try to yank that cup down.
Whatever.
Kitty cat.
This lady.
Okay, what do we think about VR?
Yeah. As of right now, like, what do you think of VR? Think it's a cool thing? Think it's a bad idea that we're digging into all of VR?
I think something that does deserve I think it definitely is at its peak.
No, not even
I
close.
think it will continue to get produced, but I don't think it'll ever be main form of like absorbing content.
Yeah.
Even when we get rid of boom, I don't think that. I don't.
Do you think this whole uploading your consciousness to the internet is similar to VR?
In some sense, but you just can't take off.
Yeah, yeah. In
You're
this
stuck in the
scenario,
head. In this scenario.
that's what I thought.
Little,
Code.
little cat.
Cat's over here trying to
Tweak.
Eat shit.
knock shit
Trying to
over.
tweak.
What do you think? What do you think about VR?
I don't know.
Have you played VR?
I have. I don't know if it's just me. Like, if eventually it's gonna like eclipse like a controller or whatever, or mouse and keyboard. But at least for right now, like, it's definitely not like the main way to play games or to consume content, consume entertainment. At least right now, on like a consistent level. Like, yeah, it's cool. You first get it, it's fun. You might play it after that like a few times, but at least for me,
What headset did you use?
I used the PSVR is the one I used,
Oh yeah, yeah.
and then I think Dalen has the Oculus.
Oh yeah,
I
the
think,
Rift.
yeah, because
Yeah.
I was playing Beat Saber. I played Super Hot or whatever, which is really cool. But I don't know. It's just like, I mean, the technology I don't think is there yet. Like, and when it comes to gaming, I don't think it's there yet to like actually make it a rival competitor to console and PC gaming.
So, um, w- headsets can like go off of your PC, and they can use the graphics. And games like what the fuck is that game called? Body Cam, where it like looks like real life.
Mhm.
Especially going off of the hardware of your PC, that game would be fucking wild.
Mhm.
And same with like Ready or Not. Ready or Not's graphics aren't super good to where they look real life. But they're probably at least good enough to be like, holy shit. I fucking love VR. I think VR is fucking awesome. And it's just because it's so much different than what we have. Um, like I had been watching YouTube videos on it, and you can like make the screen that you're watching YouTube on as big as you want. So I had it like I was watching on a 200-inch fucking TV. It was fucking massive, and I was just
Yeah.
sitting in my room, or yeah, on the ground. And I think the the capabilities of VR are, it's like just the beginning. Like this is just like the
Oh
base,
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
the ground of it.
Yeah.
Because the moment we're able to put uh phone cameras in the headsets,
Mm.
it'll be fucking game changer. The problem with that right now is it's too much battery power.
Yeah.
It uses too much power.
Yeah.
And a lot of VR headsets, when you start adding batteries to them, they become heavy, and that's really bad on your neck. And I don't fucking know.
Why would that be a game changer to add the camera? To add the camera to the
A lot of people like to use VR headsets for pass-through stuff. So they'll do work on it. They'll do like Excel spreadsheets while watching YouTube and playing music and shit with the VR headset on.
So the VR headset's on, and they have like what, like a screen
Yeah,
that has like their
and
spreadsheet, and then like a
yeah,
video or
and
something right there.
the thing is like you don't need the controllers to use VR headsets anymore. You can just use your fingers. It tracks your hand. So they'll be doing work, and they can see like their normal house through it. Well, because the cameras aren't as good, it's all grainy. There's a bunch of noise.
Mm.
And also the sensing of it, because the screens aren't, or the cameras aren't that good. It's a little laggy. Like there's a lot of input delay to the cameras. So I think if it gets better cameras, it'll like way improve that. And then same with the screens. If they put OLED screens or I think it's called nano LEDs in the lenses, and make that like a 8K or a 16K resolution, it'll be
That'd be
fucking
crazy.
huge. And then same with the battery thing. There's a new battery technology. Someone I was working with when I was driving back from I don't even remember where. he was talking to me about it, but it's like, uh, whatever this battery type is, it's like 10 or 15 times long. Like it lasts longer than lithium batteries, and lithium batteries are like fucking top dog right now.
Yeah.
But I think it had used like thorium or some shit. It was a nuclear powered battery.
Oh my.
Or use nuclear energy or something. It was crazy. I was like, dude, if we could use that and you could like have really nice shit in your headset last all day, yeah, that would be fucking awesome.
I feel like VR is kind of in that stage right before the exponential growth.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like with consoles, with household consoles, kind of did that slow ramp up. Everyone started to get
yeah, and then once the Xbox 360,
Xbox 360, it just like everyone, every household
well, I guess
had a console.
PS2 was
PS2.
Yeah.
Like, and then it just had that exponential growth, and then now it's kind of just at kind of a still peaking, but it's like a taper, really slow. I think it's probably like a little bit before the ramp.
Yeah, before everyone's got one.
It's like still in the
I think
infancy.
the biggest problem right now is cost. Like, you can get a 3S, a MetaQuest 3S for like $300. But I can also buy. Well, you can't buy PS5s now for that much, but you could buy PS3s back in the day for that much, and at one point the PS4 for $300.
Yeah.
But then again, that's also like the low end headset. The Quest 3 or the Quest Pro. The Quest Pro is $1,000, some shit like that.
Yeah.
And the Apple VR fucking like $5,000 or some shit like that, or $4,000.
I thought it was like 3,500.
Maybe it is. Maybe
for the base. I think it is 3,500.
Is it good? Is it that good? It's
No.
like top of the line, or is it just
it's
the name product?
I think it's because
it's
it's Apple. Because people had compared it when I was looking at headsets, and they said that the MetaQuest 3 had better lenses and shit. There was better like daily usage from the Apple VR. It was better like for your like daily use if you were to do your work on it. But like to play games and stuff like that, it doesn't even compare. And it's like the whole lens thing. I think the other thing, like I wear glasses, right? Prescription glasses. I think if they were able to make it to where in the settings you could adjust the screen to match your prescription
like the lens.
without having to either wear glasses or get separate lenses.
Yeah, like a camera.
I think that would be fucking huge, like an auto-focusing type deal.
Yeah.
That would make the price skyrocket right now.
Oh, yeah, for
if
sure.
they figured that out. But, yeah, I think once you get that solid entry-level device, that's when, like...
If they could get, like, a base version that's good enough to play, like, basic games for kids, like Minecraft or some shit, or Roblox, at, like, $100, which I know will probably never happen, but if they could... That would be huge. I think that would start it.
Yeah.
What else? Do you think VR will ever get to the ability to where we basically like Wally, like we sit in our fucking home in a chair all day and we just fucking consume all of our shit through VR?
350-pound whales.
Yeah, we just sit in a chair and fucking it brings us food and feeds us while we're just in the headset.
I don't necessarily think it would be like Wally because I think humans naturally, like in a general basis, aren't built for that, and I think that would drive a person kind of wild. I don't think anyone. I'm sure there are some people that could like indulge in that level of like
laziness
and gluttony. I think there is, but me personally, while I am a large man, I gotta get up and do something. I couldn't be doing that all day. And sure, you could probably lift weights in the VR, but that's not the same. I don't think it wouldn't, unless they could stimulate the releasing of endorphins and hormones, like somehow to your brain to make you think that's what's going on. I don't think it would get to that.
So there's a couple of things right now that you can get for VR. There's a chest thing that you can wear, like a haptic thing that you can put on your chest, your arms, and I think your legs to simulate impacts, like if you were to play a fighting game.
Yeah.
And there is a walking like treadmill thing that you can walk like 360 degrees.
I've seen that thing.
And there's one more thing for your legs and your arms that can simulate like picking something up. Like it's like an elastic thing.
Oh,
and
like
it
a
can
great
simulate.
extension?
Yeah,
Yeah.
how strong something is.
Think like, never mind. Do you think like it would ever get to that point, like the Wally shit, where they would have that shit?
I don't know. I was thinking, and like I don't know, because I was kind of thinking of like truck drivers, for instance, and how they say like
Yeah, stretch and stuff because you got blood clots and shit like that.
well,
Yeah.
no, not just like with the whole like change, like replacing truck drivers' jobs with like smart
Oh
cars
yeah,
or
with
whatever.
AI. Yeah.
Um, and a lot of people didn't want to do that because one, that would kind of mess up our economy. That would kind of mess up our economy. Especially laying off all the truck drivers. Even when they had the strike, or what was going on the border, like
It was in Canada,
huh?
where all the truckers striked, and then and then the government froze their bank.
Yeah, that, like, even shit like that, where in order for something for Wally to happen, we would have to literally be like reliant on technology completely, where we would probably have to have like universal basic income, or like
Mm-hmm.
the government just pays for everything,
Yeah.
or
Oh yeah, this would
And whatever
be
you want to
so
get.
yeah,
so.
whatever you want to get, like everything's controlled or everything's
Yeah, AI
accessible.
would control everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Your fucking hygiene, your nutrition value, all that shit.
I think thinking in the most positive world possible, I think the better option would be I think for safety reasons, it is kind of dangerous. But if you did VR, but like instead of AI controlling the truck, or it was like a self-driving truck, you have a truck driver in the VR driving the truck from HQ. And obviously you have to have some connection for that, like a really powerful one. But we're talking like in the future. I think if we went down like the most positive path possible, instead of replacing jobs with fucking robots and shit, I think
Yeah,
that would be a more viable option.
yeah.
Good, yeah, yeah. Um, I don't know if you have. I don't know. I think the government would definitely heavily regulate, especially if we're
Oh,
talking
for
about like
sure.
VR, and
Yeah.
if it starts to getting that intrusive.
Hmm.
I mean, like the most intrusive thing we have right now is probably our cell phones,
Oh yeah.
in the sense of like it has all our information. Um, but everything is like your phone is kind of external, not like
Yeah. You could leave it in a room and get away from it.
yeah, and get away from it. Where I mean, like
I mean,
theoretically, you could do that with VR, but like VR, if
in
it gets
this scenario, yeah, you basically be glued to it because that's how Wally is, right? They're all
Yeah.
glued to
yeah,
their
they're all
chair.
glued to it, and maybe like Hunter said, it might feed you like indoor, like it's giving you chemicals
Yeah. Make you
in
think
your
it's real.
yeah,
Yeah,
Make
giving
it
you all
feel
that
realer.
dopamine and shit. Yeah,
Yeah.
and I think that's gonna have a huge debate um in the political sphere, because people are gonna be like, is this ethical? Are we playing God? No, we're not playing God. This is freedom. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I think the government at the end of the day is gonna decide or put regulations on there where it's like, okay, you can't give people dopamine because maybe
the negatives effects of it.
yeah,
Yeah,
the negative
Long
or
term effects.
yeah,
Yeah.
like, or maybe can give them, but they have to be like 21 and older or something. Like, there would be regulations
yeah,
on it.
Yeah. Or it probably would be controlled by like some doctor
yeah,
controlling the daily dose you can get,
yeah,
which I think long term would be very, very bad for a person, because
Yeah,
once you take it off and then you're not getting that stream in,
yeah.
if it's
See
the headset giving it to you,
that?
you're gonna be fucked
Yeah,
up.
and that's where I think that addiction, like, it's gonna be more of a drug than an
Yeah.
actual, like, people
So it
just
would feel
love
like you couldn't get
enjoy
out
it.
of it. Like you
Yeah,
wouldn't want to get out of
yeah,
yeah,
yeah. Because
exactly.
you're like, oh, I'm always fucking stimulus
it. Hmm.
or whatever
There's always some
stimulated.
positive
Yeah,
reinforcement from it.
and now I gotta go to the real world. Nah, fuck that. I'm just gonna keep the headset on.
Yeah.
It's like people with marijuana nowadays, or
No,
like with the
yeah.
vape pen. Like
Mm.
at least in Portland, like I've always see, like I'm talking about like 15-year-olds now having
The
Oh yeah,
little
bars.
like
yeah. USB stick.
Yeah.
is that what it's called, like USB? It
They're
has
like
like it's like a
they call them
square with
like
like a
puff
little like
bars.
Yeah.
They're like
yeah,
real tiny. I see them all the
it's
time.
like a square with like a little like I'm gonna call it like a nipple, like a
Yeah.
little like hump or whatever
Yeah.
Yep.
that these. But yeah, I see that all the time, especially downtown. Like people just hitting that real quick, and then
Yeah.
so like
Oh,
even
dude. Hella people vape now,
And it's like
dude.
you can't even they can't get away from it
yeah, they
too.
can't get away from it. And I mean, I had friends in high school who smoked weed all the time, and they would be like, "Man, it's not addicting. I can quit whenever I want." But
That's
They
what
kept going. They
like they
kept
never
going
do.
back.
everyone says that shit. They're like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, I can quit whenever I want, but
You know, I've
they can't.
So I feel like that's if VR gets to that point where it's giving you drugs or it's giving you some type of chemical, that's where the addiction part is going to come
Yeah.
from, where people won't feel the need to leave.
Yeah.
You know, shit, we have DoorDash now. They probably just order DoorDash or whatever, go to the thing and get their food.
Yeah.
But yeah, at that point we're talking about like drug addicts now. Like
Yeah.
it gets kind of dark. It gets
Yeah,
really
it gets
dark
very
if we go
dark.
down that route. Like
The positives are endless, but also the negatives very endless.
Yeah. They're both infinite, but one infinite is bigger
Much
than
worse.
the
yeah,
other.
Much worse.
yeah, possibly. You know, if they can regulate it properly, you know, don't let the companies like fuck over the consumer. You know, completely take advantage. Because
No, yeah.
what is the company's like number one thing that they want from the consumer? They want them to always come back,
Make more money.
make more
For
money.
sure.
You know, so if they can get you addicted to their cigarettes, like
Yeah.
you know, fuck it, that
Yeah.
makes us more rich.
Yeah.
You got microtransactions in the VR, dude.
Oh, yeah,
Bro, don't let EA get their hands on VR.
That would be nasty work, bro. Nasty, or a dopamine hit for $5. Like that's nasty work.
EA would be like,
get the dopamine pack for $5.99.
Yeah.
Sale for $2.99 now.
Here's a 2-minute hit of straight dope.
Straight dopamine.
EA serotonin right to your dome.
No shit.
They'd have premium gold, bronze pack.
Yeah,
you got the season pack out here.
Season pass dopamine.
Fuck that. I wouldn't let my kid use that at all. I'm like, nah.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, VR's fucking can get crazy.
Yeah.
And I think right now it's just the beginning right now, and not enough people use it enough. Fuck, I love just using the fucking VR. That shit's so fun.
Dude, it was. When I was playing it before the last one, I was enjoying myself fucking around in Batman, dude. Even though I did look retarded.
Dude, I don't give a fuck what I look like outside the headset.
What do you guys think will be bigger, VR or AR? Augmented reality.
Dude, I wish AR would be big.
Yeah.
I love AR shit.
I think it would take a lot more like technological advancement to make AR big, like more capable.
Yeah.
Like,
I think we need more technology, or at least more people looking into it to advance it more.
Yeah.
Before it becomes big.
Yeah.
Would AR be like step in a room? Like, is this also considered where you step in a room and it's like the whole room like becomes like a beach or shit?
Yeah.
Or is that like another thing of like VR?
VR is similar to that.
It can be like that, but it's not the same, I don't think.
AR would be like if we walked into a big ass building that's empty, we hit the game or whatever, and then all the obstacles would just appear. So like things that you could climb over would like actually be there, and we would be able to climb on them and stuff.
I also think with the augmented reality, it would just be kind of our like the situation we posed before, where it's giving you endorphins or like hormone to simulate the environment, because it'd have to give you something for all your senses, taste, smell.
Bro, could you imagine
sound,
playing
feeling,
Outlast in an AR thing, dude?
Smelling the whole like the
little
or whatever.
Smell that
stank
ass breath.
Then crack your neck.
Hot ass breath.
Like, feels like
you feel like
gripping
you.
And
they cut your fingers off too.
Oh yeah. So that would have to be what they would definitely have to inject you to make that as realistic.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, that'd be crazy.
Yeah, because I know for like one of my favorite rides, it's actually like a simulation or whatever, where like Universal.
Shit. Yeah.
There's two of them. There's one where you are like a kite or whatever, and you're like sailing through like the world, and the other one's like you're the Simpsons. You're going through like this roller coaster or whatever, and you get into this like large ass room. You pretty much sit on like these swing sets that like raise up, and you're probably like a good like story in the air or something like that, and a big ass like screen, almost like the sphere, like you're inside the sphere of like you're inside the sphere in Las Vegas, Nevada. So there's a big ass screen in front of you, and then it just kind of like plays whatever the simulation is. So like the kite one was like you would be like flying over the savannah in Africa, and you'll feel like the wind, and they even have like smells that you would smell too. For the Simpsons, you were like on a roller coaster, and the fucking swing set would move and fucking jolt, and it felt, I mean, your feet are dangling, so it feels like you're in the sky anyway. And like your brain really tricks you to think that you're actually moving through the roller coaster. It's fucking. That's one of my favorite rides because it was like it's not crazy, but it does the job. Like it tricks your brain.
Yeah,
It's fucking crazy.
Makes me wonder what companies would do, like what. Because if you could simulate being at Disneyland, what would Disneyland do with that? Because obviously they would probably, if you could just do it from home, I'm sure they'd create something. I think everyone would create something, and it would become like a race, like they're doing with fucking AI right now.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I think it would become shit like that, and the people
And then
trying to
Google
get
would
the
win.
yeah, like trying to create a monopoly, even though there's no monopolies in America.
Yeah, Microsoft.
Yeah, it's like I think instantly once it became to that point, there would be people trying to that aren't monopolies.
Oh, for sure, sure. Well, after that huge rant on VR, what do you think the likelihood of this is happening? Like us uploading our consciousness to the internet. It doesn't have to be the same thing where we get fucking X'd, like we can't return back to our normal body, unless you want to think about it that way.
Like that it's happening now or it's gonna happen?
Or yeah, what like that it could happen. It doesn't have to be our lifetime, just at some point in the time of life or of just existence.
I think it's possible, but I mean you can kinda say like what I'm about to say is like the beginning stages of it or whatever, but like when you pretty much like when people get their ancestral like DNA test or whatever, that gets I don't know if it gets shared online, but I'm sure they have some type of database of like everyone's DNA and their genetic code where it's not necessarily your consciousness, but it's like the beginning stages of like, okay, this is like your DNA or like this is like the building blocks on how to make you in a way.
Mhm.
Um, I think yeah, the next step would either be like I don't know, man, because they can do shit like with CRISPR and shit, and like
Yeah.
change a baby's like eye color, like create your own fucking
Right.
baby, pretty much.
Yeah.
Um,
Fucking 2K.
yeah, pretty much make your own 2K character. Um, like I don't. I mean, I think we're far a ways away from it,
Right.
maybe. Because we don't. I mean, we don't understand consciousness right now.
No,
We don't know how the
not at
brain
all.
works fully, and
Yeah, there's too many variables to it.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's too many variables. I don't necessarily know if you can even really like compute that, or like put it
Yeah,
into
yeah.
You would
Fathom
have
it,
to
yeah.
build something that could make
and have to
like
simulate
the
like
memory would
mimic.
have to grow constantly
Yeah.
because I mean, of course, up until a certain point, your brain like doesn't grow anymore, but you're always going to be able to form new memories. And the amount of storage you'd have to create the
Oh yeah,
amount
you'd
of
have to have like
memories
a
a brain
NAS
has.
as your brain or a
Yeah,
server.
like the amount. I don't think we could create there. I mean, I don't know how much like quote unquote memory the brain has. I think like storage. Like if we're thinking about it that way.
I think somebody had done a simulation on what the brain is capable of. It's like some absurd like several petabytes
Right.
of information.
What is a petabyte?
It's like
1,000
1,000
terabytes.
terabytes.
Which is?
A
A thou-
1,000 gigabytes.
I'm gonna be honest. I've never been good at gigabytes. I always get the two mixed up, like gigabytes and megabytes.
Yeah.
Still don't know how.
Like,
one
one
gigabyte is
is
a thousand
1,000
I'm trying
megabytes.
to think. So I know Call of Duty right now is like 100 and something gigabytes on
120.
PlayStation.
Yeah, it's
I'm like, damn, that's a lot. Like,
Yeah.
but
yeah.
is it all just perspective though? Like, is it just what
I
is it
mean,
all really? You know what I'm saying? Like,
right now,
what's half of infinity? Like, does it?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
still
it's
infinity.
what-
Right.
I don't know, like, because you would have to create the storage, and then you'd also have to give the storage ability to be sentient, which we don't understand.
Mhm.
So we can't comprehend that ourselves right now. So thinking about
Dude, could you imagine getting dementia? Like
As a
your
computer?
files like corrupting? So you're
Yeah.
like, man, I could have sworn I remember that, and then really just your storage is just fucking corrupted.
It's like
you
you
have like
pull up
one
a
hard
photo.
drive.
You
Yeah.
have one hard drive.
Pull up a
brains
photo of
decaying.
everyone, and there's no
Yeah.
one. There's just you in the photo. You're like,
All the
Yeah.
faces are
all
blank.
faces are
Oh,
black, and you're like,
shit.
who is? I know there's someone there. I should know that person.
I know that hair. I just don't know what that face looks
Yeah,
like.
somebody broke into your house, took a hard drive
Yeah.
out of your fucking shit.
Yeah, the homeless guy.
Jumped through the fucking patio and said, "Let me take away fucking Florida 2027."
No shit. All history. Oh, I think I remember what I was talking to Jamie about. About going in. We were talking about like if you were to surf the web per se, like would you be able to go back in time, as in like you would be able to research like World War II, and you would be in that scenario. You would be basically following somebody in their footsteps. Like say you wanted to be learn about Hitler, you would be in the eyes of Hitler.
Possibly.
I mean, yeah. If you're
Do you think
going
that would
into
be
videos, you
beneficial
would think, right?
for old people that are dying?
Should it be what?
Do you think that'd be beneficial for old people that are like, I want to go to
No,
my high school reunion in the
absolutely
'80s
not.
or some shit, or my college shit in the '80s?
You know how many people have become racist again?
Oh, yeah.
Wolfenstein, baby.
Yeah, dude.
I mean, shit, they're old.
Have you been practicing your German?
I think it depends. Like, the way Jamie and I were talking about it is, say you're old and you're already dying. You upload your consciousness to the internet, and you're like, I just want to go back to when I was a fucking teenager. You know, I was basically a hooligan. You go back in time, and then you're like, I'm not gonna return to any other internet space. I'm just gonna stay here.
Right. I don't think they'd go back to their time, though, unless they somehow had video recordings of their time. But I think once let's just say the video length runs out, then that's as far as you could go in the memory, right?
Yeah, it's
Quote
just
unquote. Like
fucking. You just
it's a
everything
snippet,
freezes now. You're just there.
and
You
then
can only
you're
go so
You just
far.
and
reset.
you
in
can
the
either go
distance.
back or you can go to another one.
Yeah, it's
That's what
like
I
that
think.
one. It's like that one Rick from Rick and Morty where he just keeps having that fucking
No,
memory
yeah.
replay over and
Yep.
over in his head. Like that one.
What the? Would you do it? Would any of you guys do it?
Do what?
Upload your consciousness to the internet or your computer for that matter.
No.
If it was like in the scenario where you can go in and out,
Yeah. We'll say you can. We'll say you can.
then I would, just for fun. I'd jump back into the habanero video. First one.
We'll just reshoot it.
I'd make sure nobody touched that fucking milk.
Give us a hotter pepper.
Yeah, dude.
We'll do pepper.
No, he put his lips on the bottle.
Oh yeah.
Get away from the jug. Don't touch the Eagles cup.
Well, touch the Eagles
Oh
cup.
shit.
They're in the Super Bowl.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh shit.
Well, Hunter, would you put like certain technologies in your body? Like, would you have like cybernetic upgrades if those ever came out? Like
Cyberpunk?
Yeah, like Cyberpunk.
Fuck yeah, dude. I'd give myself new knees, new back.
Get all that stuff?
I would only use it for like the parts of my body that are failing now. So I think as things failed, I would like my knees. I'd replace my knees, my back. I'd replace my back's destroyed. My immune system. If I could
No,
put
yeah.
put an antivirus system in there, I'd put an antivirus system in there right now.
Mhm.
My eyes. I don't think I'd do anything with my eyes though, since eyes are such a like.
They're so sensitive, dude.
Yeah, it's like 2 steps away from the brain. I think like that's how I think of eyes.
Well, yeah, shit, that's fucking right there. The
Yeah.
connection is right
Like
there.
there's a reason it's so close. I think like
yeah.
when the amount of people.
Yeah, especially because your eyes have 3 major nerves.
Yeah. Like, I've lost 50% of my hearing at one point. I was okay. I had some shit happen with my eyes, and my vision was slightly fucked up in one eye. Freaked me out. Like my eyelid got like it was some shit weird with my eye, so my eye was kind of like shut, and I couldn't see.
Stroke.
No, I forget exactly what happened. It was like an allergic reaction, and my eye like I couldn't do shit with my eyelid because it was so swollen, so it was just stuck down. And that was seriously impactful. Like when I lost my hearing, I had a severe ear infection, so my ears were like to the brim with pus, so my eardrums couldn't move. So everything just kind of sounded like I was underwater. Like, so you would talk behind me, like if I was on the couch, you'd talk behind me. Nothing. You'd have to get in front of me so I could see you, and then I could hear you. And life then, like even then, it sucked. It wasn't as bad as the one eye kind of being.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I had thought about doing LASIK until I had started reading stories of people like they'll do it and then their vision just goes black, and I'm like, dude, that'd freak me out.
Yeah, no.
I'm like looking, and all of a sudden the fucking machine hits me, and then now I can't fucking see anymore. And then how many ever seconds later after they get done doing what they do, and I can see again, I'm like, dude, I'm fucking I just fucking blinded myself.
Yeah. I think I'd panic. Have any of you been in like an MRI machine?
I've been in several.
Have you?
This thing that goes, it's like the magnet that goes
It's
around
the big
you?
old tube?
No.
Okay. Like, when I was in the tube, I had to do it for when I had my back injury. That was, like, if I had my eyes closed, I would imagine that's what it's like not having the vision, because when I was in there, I felt like I was stuck, and I was. But, like,
They like strap you down or something, or
Yeah, you can't move.
you can't move, and then also, like, you're sitting in there, you have these headphones on, and you can just hear shit, but you don't know what's going on around you. You're literally just in a tube, and the only thing that, like, you can do to stay calm if you're not cool in close spaces is your senses. Like, that's the only thing that keeps you, like, stable if you're good at keeping yourself stable.
Yeah.
And I think if I wasn't able to see that, it would have been not good at all.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Especially for one of the MRIs that I did, where I was in the room under the MRI for like 4.5 hours. There was a shift change during it.
Yeah.
And I remember I had like literally fallen asleep because I was just staring at the ceiling, which had like fish on it or something.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, if I didn't fall asleep and I also couldn't see and all I can do was hear like people walking behind me or like walking around the building and shit, and the shift change part of it, and I'm there for fucking 4 hours. Nah, dude, fuck that. Fuck being blind, dude.
Yeah.
That shit sucks.
Like, I'm kind of backtracking a good bit here. Jeremiah, have you ever gotten like wisdom teeth removed?
no.
No? Have you ever had any procedure where you've been put under?
No.
No? Dude. He
wouldn't
hasn't
like
lived.
No.
Dude.
I don't think I've ever been like, even like,
They've never given you nitrous or anything?
they gave me like laughing gas when I was a
Yeah,
kid.
yeah,
but
nitrous,
no,
yeah.
that I feel like that did shit to me. I
You
that
don't
did
really
nothing to
remember
me.
it?
No, I remember it just didn't do anything to me. I don't
It
feel
didn't do it. So it probably put you to sleep, but you don't remember it.
No,
you just
no, I remembered the whole thing. It didn't like affect me. I don't
I
know.
wonder if it was a pain thing.
It might have been.
I think it was a pain thing because he was like, yeah, you could choose like what like flavor or
Oh,
whatever.
Oh
like,
yeah, for
what-
sure.
Yeah, it definitely
pain.
was then.
Yeah,
it was for it wasn't like a
yeah.
Yeah, no.
Nitrous feels like it feels like they're putting chemicals through you.
Yeah, you like the
What?
taste. Like you know this isn't like something you should be
Yeah,
like it's not right. You're like, this shouldn't be going in
it's
me.
so cold, dude.
Yeah,
It's so
it makes your
fucking
lungs feel cold. You feel it going down your esophagus. You're like this, like it feels like it coats your mouth.
the fuck.
Yeah,
I don't know,
but
you just knock out.
yeah,
You
like
wake up in Diddy's house.
wake up in Diddy's house. When I got my wisdom teeth removed, this is the first time I ever had like injectable like shit to knock you out. I honestly think it was morphine. I like that shit makes me understand like why people like heroin and shit.
I seen a Reddit
Feels
post
good,
on
huh?
that.
Bro, my arm got warm, but not like, ow, that burns warm. It was like, oh, this is like, and then it goes up my arm, goes through my chest, and then I feel it go down my legs. Like I felt it come up my arm into my heart and then down and everywhere else. Once it hit my brain, like when like
the moment just before you nut,
Dude,
the vinegar.
oh, literally, like like when you have a microphone next to a speaker and you start to hear the,
yeah,
I like a high pitched noise
Yeah, the
starts.
noise. Yeah.
It ramped up real loud. Cut. Out of nowhere, I was out. And I woke up. I was like, holy shit. Like I was so relaxed once I felt it hit me. And then I heard that noise. I was like, oh, wait. I don't think I should be hearing that. And then
Yeah,
gone.
see the problem with me is they have to like either double or triple my dose every single time because I won't fall asleep.
And Jonas isn't double, triple
I
dose
am
size.
my brain my brain is like, fuck you, we're fighting this shit. I am not being put under. So every time I'm like, this is fucking sketchy. I got no control
Yeah,
over
that
it.
sounds scary as fuck to me. Like,
Yeah, and then
Dude,
all of
yeah.
a sudden it's fucking black, and then I wake up in some random room. I'm like, where the fuck?
Yeah, that's literally what it was. Like it just goes black. Like,
did you have any dreams while you were knocked out? Or
No,
No.
dude. No, it's
No.
like
you
feel like
gone,
you're
and
gone
then
for
you're
like a
out.
minute.
does it feel like you like blink and you wake up and you're in a like,
Yeah.
that's what it feels like?
You know those times when you're
I've
like,
had that when I was like super tired.
yeah,
I
when you're
was
super
younger,
tired and
I'm
you're just like,
you blink and it's like fucking morning. You're like, what
Yeah.
the fuck?
yeah, it's
Yeah.
exactly like that. Like when I had that noise and I felt like that's not right, it's almost like I couldn't panic though. It was like, oh, It's
you
fine.
weren't able to react to it. Yeah,
It was like my body was just, we're good. Like you're done. Like
yeah. Sorry, brother, we can't do nothing here.
like you can't fight this. Yeah, and like,
felt good though, huh?
oh, dude, it felt
He's like,
great, dude. Felt great. Man, I remember coming out of that. I wake up, there's a Mexican woman in front of me. I'm like, can I take a picture? But I can't talk.
Can I take a
I
picture?
said, I know I look fucked up right now. I said, I grabbed my phone out. I can barely see because my eyes can't open. My eyes were like this. I know I doesn't look. My eyes were like this.
Mhm.
Said I typed it out in my notes. I said, can I take a photo? She said, you can take one. I take a selfie of myself. If I could pull it up right now, it literally looks like I'm. And all you have is gauze hanging out of my mouth. Dude.
I still have that picture of me with purple hair and blue in the fucking.
Oh, when you're in the car and you're.
Oh yeah.
That's literally what it's like.
Yeah, no, dude, not for me. I fucking hate being put under, and it's just because my brain fights so much for it that it's like fuck no. I remember when I got my wisdom teeth. I guess I don't remember. My mom had told me, and so did I think Justin and Rachel. That I had woken up in the middle of the procedure at like calling for my mom.
You say, "Mommy."
Like, I have no idea, and they had to fucking put more dosage in there.
All right.
And it's because my brain's like, what the fuck is happening?
He said, Mom.
I think that kind of happened to me when I had my tonsils out when I was like 4 or 5.
No, yeah.
But that was after. That was post. I didn't wake up in the middle of it. But
you know, I've never been put out. Even when I got like one of my tooth removed, like they just
they probably put numbing stuff.
Yeah, they just shot the numbing stuff in my gums.
Yeah,
was that not scary for you either?
What?
The gums? Did they go back here, like back deep in your mouth into your jaw, or did they just go at the site, like where your tooth is?
They went like under my tongue, like they went by the tooth, but really like under my tongue.
Yeah.
And then like it just numbed it up right there.
Yeah, I think when they did Jamie's teeth, I think we had tried one tooth with her still awake, and it did not go well. So they had to put her under.
You know, I had like a crack in one of my back teeth, and they had to shove this needle into the nerve that runs down your jaw right here. So, my lovely dentist, she's a very nice woman. No question, like she's like, this needle is this long.
Yeah,
it's a metal needle.
Thick, nigga.
I'm like, I don't work with needles that big at my work. And she grabs like my fucking cheek from in my mouth and on the outside, and she's going like fucking massaging my jaw, like my jaw muscle, as she's shoving this needle in there. And I'm like, if I move, I fuck up my whole nerve on the right side of my foot.
Yeah, dude.
And the panic, you're spiraling. I'm just like, don't fucking move, you bitch. Don't move, you fucking bitch. And then I'm sitting there and I'm trying to breathe, but her hand's in my fucking mouth. And there's this needle in there. And I have to think in my head, I'm like, just know that if you fuck up, it's your fucking fault. And then she finally yanks this fucking needle out of my face, and I feel it like numb my face, and it feels like my lip is fat.
Yeah, you just
yeah.
Can't feel shit. Yeah.
Yeah, no. I like how we went in here from blind.
What a virus will do to you, dude.
We went from like cybernetics to blindness.
To VR, fucking
AR,
drugs.
We ranted a little bit, but that's fine. Which we should actually probably wrap it up here pretty soon because we're getting close to an hour.
Just fucking babble for a minute and 4 seconds.
Yeah, we ranted for a while. I guess I never answered the question on if I would do it or not. I 100% would do it. I think that should be fucking awesome to do. Just because I like technology and shit, and I don't know, it'd be interesting to see everything in like first person, especially like history stuff. Plus, I want to see all the stuff that Nikola Tesla did. That the government decided to quote unquote lose.
Yeah.
I want to see all the shit he found. See if he found stuff for perpetual motion machine, all that. I think that would be fucking awesome.
Cool.
Plus, you could get away from people. I don't want to be here anymore. I don't want to go to work.
Classic Jonas.
I'll play fucking American Truck Simulator.
He's gonna do his job in VR.
There's someone in my job who actually does that. I was talking to one of
Fuck
the rail
yeah.
drivers I was with. He's like, yeah, this guy over, he like does like trucking simulator when he like goes
Fuck
home.
yeah,
It's
that's what I'm
weird
talking
shit. I said,
about, dude.
really? He's like, yeah. I'm like, all right.
Just like my job, but I can speed if I want.
Exactly. We can roll shit over. Doesn't matter if we crash into stuff.
Yeah, dude, flip that tanker over.
Oh.
So I had my firearm on, right?
Oh shit. I got to this
Off
destination.
my
This
conversation right here.
dude, someone at fucking work, this guy said that he was joking around with the dispatcher saying that because we're such a small company, that we should be allowed to fight customers at least once a week.
Once a week? Do you guys not have an HR department? What the fuck?
It's
The
a little
owner's
lenient.
HR.
Exactly, said-
It's his daughter, and she ain't ever paying attention to nothing, dude.
Oh,
Nah,
God.
dude.
That's definitely not a problem right there.
We could be fucking trolling, dude.
That was wild.
Yeah, it's but fuck the. That's how people are with firearms, you know, dude. The don't ask, don't tell policy.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Yep.
Shit. All right, guys. Thank you for listening to us rant about uploading our brain to consciousness, and then wherever we went after that. I forgot what else I was gonna say. There was more I was gonna say.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Yeah.
Follow us on YouTube.
Follow us on
Twitter.
YouTube.
And whatever
Twitter
else
X.
we have.
OnlyFans.
We're putting this
Blue
everywhere.
Sky.
Blue Sky. AOL.
AOL.
Yeah.
Any advice before we go?
Huh?
If you're addicted to something, reach out. Yeah, that could be your message.
No, yeah, addiction.
Addiction.
Yeah. You
Oh.
might be able to say you can quit whenever you want, but I promise, dude, without help, it's
Try 10 days.
it's hard.
Try at least 10 days. If you can't stop something
10
in the
days.
sense of like you can't do it without that 10-day in a row mark, you're probably addicted.
Don't even jack your ween, dog.
Yeah, dude. Easiest way to think.
Porn addiction's
November.
real, bro.
Yeah. Easiest way to think about it is take it one day at a time. All right, I made it this day without doing it, and we'll go the next day.
I can comment. No, comment your addiction.
Comment
your addiction.
Let us know what you're fighting. Jonas will help.
Tell
you
us all your
along the
demons.
way.
Jonas will give you advice.
No, yeah, totally, because I can give legal advice, apparently.
Yeah.
Nah.
Board certified Jonas. CDL Jonas.
Jonas survived a home invasion, man. He's so
That's crazy.
Trauma dump on Jonas.
He
understands.
He knows what you're going through.
Trauma bond right there.
All right, see you guys.
See ya.